Hey you guys, welcome back. I decided I wanted to make a very quick video about budgeting. This is a topic I'm very passionate about and this could be a really long talk, but for now I want to keep this video short and sweet. If this is a topic you're also interested in, please let me know if you'd like me to talk more about it. And of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe. My goal is to be consistent this year and to upload a video once every 3 weeks and to gain 100 subscribers in 2021. So let's get to it. I'm going to be putting up a replay of an illustration of a tiara I've been working on. Disclaimer, I've never drawn a tiara in my life, and so I used a reference image from iStock and traced the outlines on one half of the photo and taking the rest of the work from there until the whole thing's finished for a personal t-shirt. I recently got an iPad and I'm still getting used to using Procreate and the pencil. So far I love them. The whole project surprisingly took longer than I thought it would, though. It was like around 8 hours or so. So anyway, budgeting. The adult person's test of delayed gratification. You ever seen those videos on YouTube of parents putting a marshmallow in front of their toddlers and telling them if they could wait and not eat it for 15 minutes, they'll get 2 marshmallows, but if they eat the marshmallow right away, they don't get anything else? Budgeting is the adult version of that test to me. Love it or hate it, tracking your expenses is one of those adulting skills that you have to have if you want to be smart with your money. No matter how much or how little you make, you have to have a clear idea of where the money is going. And trust me, you don't have to be great at math or anything. Budgeting isn't time consuming. There's the ridiculous romantic idea some people have that artists shouldn't have to care about money, that it's the part of an artist's very nature and purpose to work without consideration to mere human constructs of what it is that constitutes wealth. And that someone someday will see your work and recognize the genius that you are and compensate you for your work 100 times over, yada yada yada. Well, I have news for you, buddy. You live on the same planet as the rest of those people. And if you don't learn how to budget, you're going to find yourself desperate and realize that you can't eat your art supplies instead of food, and you can't exchange your art for electricity and water and internet and a roof over your head. The world today doesn't work like that. The ancient days of bartering are behind us. Before you start budgeting, you have to have a good idea of where you're currently spending your money. Personally, I found that the easiest and fastest way to build the habit of writing every single thing I buy is by simply downloading an app on my phone that keeps track of every expense. That way it doesn't even take a minute. You open the app, choose the category of the item you just bought, let's say clothes or shoes, and write down the number you just spent. Done. Easy. At the end of the month, you review your spending over the past 30 days, and when you do this diligently for several months, you begin to see a pattern. You start realizing there are certain places where you're spending way more money than you thought. You start recognizing some things you can eliminate or reduce. And not only would you be potentially breaking a bad habit or an addiction, you are beginning to save money. The app I use on my phone is called Spending Tracker, and even though there are much more sophisticated apps that let you perform all sorts of wizardry, I like this one for its simplicity. All I gotta do is add categories I usually spend money on, and then every time I make a purchase, I just go to that category, I write the money I spent. At the end of the month, I can view the numbers and the graph of the total sum I've spent on each and all categories to know where my money is really going and make some changes. So let this be your biggest motivator. When you become brutally honest with yourself on where you're spending your money, you'll start to become more shrewd about saving money. Here's an example you probably already know. One of the biggest wastes of your money is eating out because you were too busy or tired to make food at home. But the amount of money you can save every year by pushing yourself to make food at home instead of taking the easy way out is going to save you thousands every year, not counting the health benefits. Of course, in today's day and age, saving money in a bank account or inside your mattress isn't enough because your money loses its value more and more as the years go by because of crazy inflation, as is the case in my country. What your, say, $100 could buy you in 2021 won't be able to buy you the same thing in 2025. Money loses its value if it's just sitting around, so you have to invest that money in some way that can bring you returns. This video isn't about investing, but I absolutely encourage everyone to educate themselves and do research on ways of investing your money that suit you, your personality, and your situation. There are, of course, many ways to invest, and some are riskier than others, and some that require little money upfront, and some that require a lot upfront. For example, some of the easiest and safest investments are certificate deposits in banks. However, the return may be very small. Other types of investments that are considered quite safe in most cases include real estate, but as you can imagine, that requires a huge sum of money upfront. You have to be working a job that pays a good salary and be an excellent saver in order to buy your first home in today's crazy expensive world. Other types of investment that are very risky but can yield high reward is, of course, investing in a business or in several businesses or currencies through the stock market. Personally, there are two reasons I've never invested in the stock market. One, I'm not knowledgeable enough to navigate it wisely and not lose all my money by doing something stupid. And two, I don't want to invest in my local stock market for reasons I won't go into. I want to primarily invest in the US stock market, but I've yet to find a reliable stock market app that works internationally. I've heard good things about apps such as Webull and Robinhood, but those don't work in my country, so I'm still holding out on the hope that something comes soon someday. Through watching YouTube videos by Graham Stephan and other young people who offer great financial advice, I've come to learn that there are ways for me to invest in the stock market relatively safely. But again, those good investment apps don't operate where I live, which is a damn shame. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Please like the video and tell me, what do you do to save some money, and do you have any interesting ways you've been investing? I'm really interested to know, and like I said, this is a topic that means a lot to me, and let me know if you'd like me to talk more about it. So thanks again, guys, and stay safe.